There must be so much pressure on you if you're in the tech industry. I mean, think about it. You release a new feature and within months, someone else has ripped off that feature and is actually selling a new phone with the exact same feature for cheaper. There is no company that feels this pressure as much as Samsung, I think. On the one hand, they have to compete with Apple and all their new features in the premium segment, and on the other hand, you have all these Chinese companies who are ripping off their features, offering the exact same thing for much cheaper. Mistakes are bound to happen. Some mistakes are pardonable, some mistakes, however, are not. Hey, how's it going? This is Pradeep. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video. In one of my previous pieces, I talked about how Samsung had taken a shortcut with the S10 and added UFS 2.1. When the OnePlus 7 eventually rolls around, I'm pretty sure it's going to include UFS 3.0, and there are going to be speed test smackdowns between the S10 and the OnePlus 7, and the S10 is going to lose so badly it is not going to be funny. I thought that this had been the only compromise that Samsung had made with the S10, but it turns out there is one more, far bigger and far worse. Face ID is the system of authentication that Apple rolled out with the iPhone X in 2017. It basically shone infrared dots on your face, created a 3D map of your mug, and then stored it in a secure enclave on the device. At the time, most analysts predicted that it would take Android manufacturers 2 years to replicate this Face ID feature. Android manufacturers were like, what, 2 years? Let's see. Within a couple of months of the iPhone X, OnePlus rolled out a software update, not a hardware update, wherein they introduced Face Unlock, where essentially they were taking a picture of you using the selfie camera and using that to authenticate your face into the device. To be fair to OnePlus, they did say that it was not as secure as Face ID and that it was more a convenience feature and that it could be easily broken. A lot of people did say that Face Unlock was lightning fast, but a lot more people went out and broke it using pictures, videos, and everything in between. On a side note, both Huawei and Xiaomi last year rolled out phones with actual Face ID competitors using IR blasters. I'm not talking about them here because I have my doubts about Huawei's reputation for spying, and Xiaomi has ads in MIUI operating system which I cannot excuse. So anyway, there was a lot of pressure on Samsung to roll out some face-based authentication system, so they rolled out iris scanning. People immediately compared it to Face ID and found it was not as convenient because people had to show their irises in a particular angle to the phone, and people compared it to Face Unlock and found it was not as fast because obviously Face Unlock by OnePlus was just taking a picture of you using the selfie camera. In 2019, Samsung decided to fix this problem, so they replaced iris scanning on the S9 with nothing. Okay, so they actually replaced it with absolutely nothing. On the S10 and the S10e, there is no secondary sensor on the front of the device. On the S10 Plus, there is, wait for it, a depth sensor. Seriously guys, did anyone ask you for better portrait selfies? Would it have killed you to use that depth sensor with the software on the S10 Plus to actually have some sort of better face-based authentication? In the last few days, we've discovered that the brand new S10 Plus, which can be had for 70,000 rupees in India, can be fooled with a picture of you, either printed or on another smartphone. And I will remind you here, there are thousands of pictures of you all over the internet, or it can be fooled with a video of you. If you are a content creator, hello, there are tons of videos of you on the internet. And worst of all, what inspired me to do this entire piece is the fact that recently a user on Twitter reported that she could unlock her brother's S10 Plus with her face. Let that sink in for a couple of seconds. Imagine you're in a typical brother, sister, father, mother setup in India, and you leave your brand new S10 Plus on the table and go to, I don't know, take a leak. Your sister, who you definitely do not want looking into your phone, walks up innocently to your S10 Plus, double taps it, looks at it, and it unlocks. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, drop your comments down below. Samsung can easily fix this problem, at least the sister unlocking part of it with a software update. So all I want you to do is to share this with as many people as possible so that Samsung releases a software update.